lavatory. Welcome to the Close Traffic Podcast, an aviation and flight simulation show. Welcome aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Closed Traffic Podcast and Aviation and Flight Simulation Show. Once again, it's your main man Johnny here, along with me in the flight deck, as always, our good friend Mike. Mike, say hello to the people.
No more Airbuses. No more Airbuses.
No more. What's going on with you, brother?
What's up, man? What's going on, people? Good to be here. It's been a while since we've done an actual live show, so
yeah, it's been a while, and it's always totally impromptu. So my apologies for dropping 15 minutes in advance, but nevertheless, heck of a show. Definitely looking forward to lots to talk about. 350s coming out of nowhere, even though we already have 350s. The 737-700 releasing. GXX updates. Man, you name it is happening here lately in the flight simulation industry. So definitely looking forward to diving into it. As always, make sure you guys mark us all, I guess, 4 stars, 5 stars, whatever stars they have on your favorite podcast application. Definitely appreciate support, and also much love from our Patreon backers as well. And without further ado, man, let's dive into it, bro.
Let's do it, man. Where you want to start? There's a lot going on, for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess since I was the only one to pick up the Dash 700, I guess we'll go ahead and touch on that, man. So we all, and it's almost, guys, I hate to say it, but it's almost not news anymore. Everyone knew that PMDG was eventually going to release the entirety of the 737 NG lineup for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And now they have completed said mission. So it's out now. It's available. And it's a 737-700, but prettier in 2024. Need I say more? That's about it. Unfortunately, for people such as I have to have it, me being a Boeing guy. So naturally went ahead and picked it up. If you picked up the 2020 version, of course, I think it was $75 if you didn't already own it, and $30 if you already owned it. So of course we paid the cup of coffee fee, which, again, I don't know on what planet a cup of coffee is $30, but we I guess if you operate, Falcon, whatever Robert flies, I guess if you own that, a cup of coffee may cost you $30 depending on where you venture to. We don't have those kind of joints around these parts, so I wouldn't know about that struggle, man. Wouldn't know about that one. Hey, maybe in Cali, you may got a joint, you go get one of those little, what the heck those things called, the little shots for like $30 or something.
$35.99.
Yeah, $35.99, plus closing costs and all that. Yeah, I said closing costs.
Closing costs for coffee.
Yeah, but yeah, it's PMDG, right? So didn't miss at all. Of course, graphically looks great. Need I say more? All right, guys, we all know. We all kind of feel the fact that we're basically purchasing the same aircraft over and over again. I've done it from PMDG specifically since 2000, late 2000s. So it's like we're indoctrinated now. It's like to Mike's point earlier. It's like a utility bill. We're paying the up and go pay my BMDG bill. Just latest platforms. Go ahead and pay it. Um, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't. You know, I'll run out of fingers and toes to count how many times there's been the posts, there's been the whatever of consumers voicing their justifiable concerns regarding the fact of PMDG's upgrade strategy. It is what it is, guys. I mean, you know, either you buy it or you don't. That's just kind of where we're at now. I don't see them changing anytime soon, and that's just what it is. But look, hey, look at it this way, guys. Hey, at least we're done with the 737 line, so we don't have to buy that anymore again until what
The
2020.
Max.
Yeah, or yeah, the Max, or whenever they release
Mhm.
2028, they have to buy everything else again. So hey, silver lining and all that. Yeah, silver lining. So, but yeah, have you picked it up yet, Mike?
No, sir. Honestly, man, it came out of nowhere. I guess I wasn't looking for it. It was 700 is probably 900. I fly it less, but 700 is definitely a less used variant for me. Sometimes you get the itch for that classic Southwest ops because they still fly a number of them,
Oh yeah.
and you just want to try it out. So yeah, but I think I've owned them up until this point. It just didn't stick out as something that I needed to have. And I was just listen, man. I'm with you. We need to stop whining. The cost is the cost. You're either gonna get it or you're not gonna get it. Utility bill was what we liked. We we likened it to a couple of minutes ago. It's something it's something you're passionate about and you need to have it.
Gotta have it, bro.
You're gonna go get it.
And
But
Southwest sends the dog crap out of 700.
They
I mean, let's
do.
be honest with you. I mean, a lot of one of my clients, they're literally on the approach path for 3-1 right, and you see it, especially park at the top parking garage. You see them just like clockwork, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That
There's a
happened.
number in the San Diego into Lindbergh too. But check this out, man. I did some research real quick. Shout out to Copilot. Trying to understand how much we've paid, rough estimate for these 737 variants since their initial release. So here's the FSX era for you. That's 2011 to 2016, roughly, which doesn't seem right. I thought PMDG was out way before that, but I could be wrong. The base
Mhm.
pack for the 800 and 900 was $69.99, and then they had an expansion pack for $25, which was the 600 and 700. Then you moved into the P3D era, 2016 to 2020. That's when they introduced the NGXU, if you remember that. The
Yep.
base pack was $99.99. Everyone was up in arms. I remember that, but that's when they were like, "Oh, when 2020 comes out, you're gonna get a discount." So kind of tempered people's initial blow up. 600, 700 expansion pack was about $24.99, and then they had an 800, 900 expansion pack, $24.99. There was also the famous Black Friday NGXU MFS credit. That's what I was just referencing.
Oh.
Then they hit the MSFS era, 2022 to present. They had the $69.99 700 release, and then $34.99 for the 600, $74.99 for the 800, $49.99 for the 900. And then now they just dropped the 700 for 2024 at $74.99. Now, again, there are some incremental loyalty credits for a lot of these eras that we're in, but like holistically, we've paid a lot for this aircraft over the years.
A lot.
And a large part of that is number one, I think PMDG develops solid aircrafts. They hit every time. We've talked about this, right? We're gonna complain, we're gonna get in this thing and be like, man, it just works. They've gotten better with the immersion. It wasn't necessarily very immersive in their beginning days, and I'd say the last year or two they've definitely gotten better there. But we always knew it just worked. I just think they've gone a bit overboard with the pricing, and I think part of that is because there just is no competition. It's unfortunate. I fly, and others have been on the scene. to help provide some level of additional flexibility for another product, another 737 product, or the 737 line, I should say. Those in the X plane platform. Obviously, you've got Zebo and who are those guys again?
Level up, I think.
Level Up, yep, Level
Yep.
Up 737. So they kind of got that on lock there. But in the FSX P3D 2020 2024 world, it's just PMDG. And I think that's a large part of what's contributing to, I don't want to call it competitive price point, but why it's priced the way it's priced. Now, people can
Absolutely.
say it's PMDG. They know what they got, right? Famous marketplace. I know what I got. They know what they've got. So they're going to price what they're going to price, regardless of who's entered the market. But I think a lack of competition is what's driving this. And I said the other day to you guys, iFly really had an opportunity to come in and um, swoop up some market share, if you will. But I think I don't know what's going on in that camp. I know we've received updates every couple of months or so. They dropped
Mhm.
the max for 2020, and then a few updates here and there, and then it feels like they've been working on 2024 update for about a year and change. And I think they are falling behind because I think we know that PMDG is coming out with a max soon,
Yep.
and it's going to be another probably $80, right? And we're
Yep.
gonna, oh man, $80 for that, and guess what? We're gonna go buy it, and it's just gonna be this continued cycle until they get some competition out there. C,
Absolutely.
Phoenix, FS Labs, right? All the Airbus products that we have out there are really competitively priced because of the competition, almost too much. Like we're really saturated, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the part of that is giving the consumer the flexibility to go and look at other products and really have it tailored to a price point that I think makes sense when you own a number of different variants of the aircraft.
Yep. Nope. Man, you're spot on. And it seems to me, especially with because I was really, yeah, I still am really looking forward to Flight One's iteration of the Max. But here's the problem, and some of us was here around this time, some of us weren't. But Flight One has always been the developer or publisher, depending on what aircraft and what capacity they're functioning under. They kind of work on their own time frame. They remind me a lot of um, they remind me a lot of
Fly
I was about to
one.
say fly by wire, but no, FS Labs. There we go. Brain work now. Gotcha. But where they kind of function on their own timeline. But see, here's the issue: when you're in a dynamic market such as Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now we're talking 10 years, 20 years ago, and FXX days, whatever. I get that. I see that. But the market in 2024, as it relates to developers and aircraft add-ons, is like something no one has ever seen in the industry. It's insanely competitive. The market share is just vast, and anyone is looking to get a piece of the pie. And that's just where we're at right now.
Yep.
You can't move the same way you move 20 years ago. That's
Yep.
my issue. Every 6 months, hey, this is where we're at. Again, we have no timelines. That is all. Okay, let's keep doing that. On the other side, PMDG, boom, they drops their max, man. Where's the rest of the market share? And I'm going to be flat honest with you. We all know, you just said a couple of seconds ago, Mike, PMDG just freaking works. You know it's going to work.
Mm-hmm. That's the other
You
part.
know it's going to work. There's none of this, oh, we're going to wait for a patch and XYZ. Because I think there are some at the time, there were some deal breaking issues with the Flight One Max that a lot of folks were having, and
There was a lot of nonsense on release for
yeah, a
sure.
lot of nonsense going on. Um, for example, granted, PMDG has had like 20, 30 years to perfect it, but 737-700, download it. Immediately after download, I jump on the flight, boom, San Antonio, love field, no issues at all.
Yep.
I mean, are we sure, Flight One, we wanted to continue on the same cadence as when you got developers like PMDG working on the same thing? Are we sure we're trying to keep that same cadence? I'm just saying, because it's not like, I mean, I'm just going to be honest. It's not like y'all got a whole lot in y'all's portfolio as it relates to 2024 products. I'm still looking at FXX crap on Flight One's website.
Yep.
Like, if you look at Flight One's website from 2026 to like 2009, there's not a whole lot of changes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think like the latest thing they had is like what Quality Wing 787 from
Gosh.
like 2010, something like that. Around there. Am I in the same decade? Something like that. That's it. That's all they got.
It in 2010, but it didn't come out till like 2017 or something like that.
Yeah, that's all I got. So I mean, Flight One, love you guys, but chop chop. Just saying, because there's there certain, okay, so let's back up for a moment. Certain aircraft models or aircraft lines, they're so popular until in my opinion the market could bear multiple iterations of the same thing, i.e. the Airbus A320. So dang popular until I mean, you can have a couple developers here and there have their own take on the A320 and be totally cool. I get that. Truth be told, I think the 737 could see the same thing, but that's another story for another day. But the Max, I mean, you're either going to hit the Max or you're not,
right?
In my opinion. Could people favor, and there are some, there are some consumers out there that are like, man, I have no love for PMDG. I'm all in with iFly. And that was the same way a lot of people moved back in the P3D days. Like they had, especially with the whole flight deck window type thing, man, it was just like people were up in arms about that. So, hey, I don't need to see anything else from PMDG. I'm good. I'll wait for the iFly iteration. And I totally understand that. However, when we're talking in terms of like numbers and like scope of the market, and you're trying to, get this aircraft out on as many platforms as many PCs as possible, you got to get that thing out for PMDG. I'm just gonna be honest, because there's a lot of folks out there who just simply don't care where they get it from. They just want a freaking Max.
They just want a Max, and that's probably the majority, man. I'll tell you that right now. And that's why, again, I think iFly is really losing out on their ability to steal market share, their ability to come in and provide additional competition in the space, which, again, we've always said is good for consumers. It's good for the hobby overall. It gives you flexibility. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I think we're just going to be, and it's weird because like through the 2020 and 2024 aside, through the history of this, of flight sim and getting Boeing 737s into the flight sim, it feels like not a lot of developers have taken the opportunity to do something like that. Right? We've got all of these Airbuses and we've had them for a number of years across all the different platforms. Is it just that there's more available resources and documentation for the Airbus line than there is a much older 737 product? Like I'm very curious
that's
to
a good
understand,
question.
Again, developers, you guys listening to this, developers that we've had on the show, developers to come, I'd love for you guys to help us understand like why we continue to see, and again, you won't get a lot of complaints from me up until recently, but I love my Airbus products. But like, why do we continue to see that get done over and over again? And the market segment for 737s, a much older product line, be so small.
Yep.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yep. Yep. I'm with you when you're right, Mike. 'Cause, as I mentioned, I know, um, for many a year, during P3D, there it was just PMDG, and then iFly, released their lineup, and then there
Hmm.
was a little bit of competition, and the same, I think the same parallel with Microsoft Flight Simulator and X Plane. It seemed as if when X Plane kind of finally hit the scene, wow, we're starting to see all this movement in the
Yeah.
X Plane line. Because it's funny because like X Plane like 9, like literally legit looked like X Plane, the same as like X Plane 11.
Mm,
Because it's
yep.
like whatever. But like as soon as 2020 hit, I was like, wow, we're seeing all these changes, and boom, now we got two solid platforms.
Right.
And sometimes I can't help but wonder if we had, for example, if iFly was able to finally get the rest of the NG line to market, what would the PMDG line look like now? Would in addition to the 737, would we have the 754 or 75 or
Hmm.
whatever already? Like what would it look like, right? And I think that's unfortunate. You can throw a rock and hit someone who's done an iteration of a A319 or A320. Mind you, it might have a freaking 172 panel. Depending on where you pick it up on the marketplace, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's an Airbus model.
72
And
panel.
man, I'm just telling you, man, it's just like I'll go in the marketplace and I'll look, and
You
I'm
see
just
some
like,
funky stuff, bro.
bro,
Like
come
what?
on now,
You
like.
ain't even try.
Oh man, we're traveling like man, hey, because they know it will sell, man. It's like you're at least if I spent like 30 minutes, and it's totally amazing how I didn't even set an alarm, and like my phone's alarming. I don't know what's going on,
Somebody
man.
said it.
I don't know, man. I think it's AI. Blame AI. But it's just like if I spend like 30 minutes to like throw this freaking A320 model together and I toss it up on the marketplace, like, and it uploads like 2-3 weeks later, however long marketplace takes to like upload the stuff, I know I'm at least gonna get $100 off of it because somebody on consoles gonna be like, man, go ahead. Oh,
They
Airbus
got this.
A320 is like, yeah, they're gonna be like this for the console, like, yeah, let me go download this, like it's gonna happen. So you see all kinds. But sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just go to the marketplace and like look at all the shenanigans. There's some all right. So there's some shenanigans on marketplace. I'm
Hey,
gonna
I
go ahead
gotta
and
clean
let
it
y'all
up,
know.
man.
Y'all gotta clean that up. Like it's some like man, y'all ain't got no business on. Y'all need to be on flightsim.com. Y'all ain't got no business on Microsoft marketplace. Like I'm just gonna be. I mean,
Hey, yo, so
I'm just
don't
gonna keep
care,
it
bro.
100.
As long as you pay them money, money talks. You pay that dollars, man. They'll put a kite up there, bro. You kidding
Man,
me?
and it's probably a legit kite up there, man. Folks are copping, bro. Like that's just what that's what they're doing, man. Oh, these kids these days. But yeah, so um, it'll be interesting to see. I think iFly is starting to kind of feel the pressure.
I hope so.
Um, being that okay, PMDG is done with it, and they could approach it from a perspective of, we don't really care about the competition because we know whatever we put out, you know, whatever product we release is, the quality alone is going to speak for itself as it relates to one influencing one's buying decision. If I'm going to go PMDG or iFly.
I
Um,
think
but I just then I mean
the
I don't know. I mean I think the argument would stand a little firmer if if users had already seen work from iFly aside from
we had
the
like a couple
Max as of late.
screenshots. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like I a part of that too is also like just ease of managing your platforms. Like I'm going to probably, for a number of different reasons that we've already hashed out here, I'd probably lean closer to the PMDG Max. Like if they both for whatever reason dropped at the same time, Like
Mm-hmm.
something happens and damn, PMDG and iFlyer dropping their max within a week of each other, whatever. I'm
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna pick up PMDG, even though I have the max in 2020 for my iFly already. But it's like, when you think about, especially the way PMDG just do their aircrafts, everything is configured in that ops center, and you can transcend all of your settings and configurations, and you know where the certain things lie, where they live, how to get it configured. It's all going to be the same across their entire platform. So for ease of use, unless you've got something super compelling, like it's free because I own the 2020 version already, or it's just that much better, I'm gonna go get PMDG because I already know that it's gonna get added to the same area where I configure and get all my updates, where all the liveries live, how to configure all the settings, because we know there are 1,000 settings for the PMDG aircrafts, all in that FMC. Like it's ease of use, it's your creatures of habit. There's many things that we have to manage already as it relates to add-ons and the hobby that is flight simming. You gotta make your life easier and pick up PMDG. So
Absolutely.
that's the
Nope.
other thing that they're facing.
Yep.
I don't know, man. And to carry that thought from earlier forward, it's not just the 737 line. I think if we were to do a comparison, it's the wide bodies as well. I think we have more Airbus wide bodies done by more developers than we have Boeing wide bodies. Again, PMDG leads that market. Now, again, the
Mm-hmm.
next plane you've got who those guys? The
Flight Factor.
guys, Flight Factor. They've done a
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal job with their stuff in X
Oh
Plane,
yeah.
but like the core native FSX P3D Microsoft product platforms, I mean, that's all been on lock by PMDG, with the exception of the, I don't know, 6-7 year run Quality Wings had and then disappeared off the face of the earth. So
Yep.
it's unfortunate. It's a really puzzling question as to why we don't see more developers attacking the Boeing line in its totality when compared
Yep.
to Airbus.
Nope. Nah, man, you're no, you're you're spot on, man. Because I'm not gonna lie. Like, was the last time that thing? No, what's today? Saturday? No, Thursday when that thing when Dash 700 dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, just oh my gosh, man, that operation center is a game changer, and
Yeah, it's so easy.
y'all know how critical we are of PMDG, and a lot. When we're critical of developers, it's not because we're here to bash them. I've been in this industry for like gosh, I lose count. For over 20 years at least. You grew up with these people. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm going to be critical because I buy everything you guys freaking put out. I mean, they could put out a Mack truck and I'd buy it, just point blank. And, you look at how the product has matured over the years. And I've noticed that they've seems to me that they've put a lot of emphasis on user workflow, and you just can't beat the operation centers, man. I picked it up, had no issues at all, and I bought like right when the release. Matter of fact, I think I was in the car. Like right when they're like, the Dash 700 release, I'm like, like buy, and I got home, and it was just like amazing. Oh my gosh, man, just
It
the,
just
the
hits.
feeling of being able to download a product and load it up in the sim and it works. It's just like being in a club, and it's amazing, man. It's just, oh my gosh. So it's just beautiful, man. And just, in the lights, just amazing.
Oh, that's
Right?
getting clipped, bro.
You know, it's just amazing, man. And it hits every time. So, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you guys, man. You're gonna pay that 30. I mean, that's just what it is. You're,
Yo,
you're,
you
you're gonna
gonna
pay
pay
it
it like a utility bill? Yes,
like
you
a
are.
utility. Hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead and pay him this PMDG bill right quick, y'all. Hold on. Man, matter of fact, put them on bill pay, bro. Go to your bank, go to your local bank. Go ahead and put PMDG on your bill pay because
Oh man.
it's a guarantee. especially when wait till when 2028 drops. You know, there's going to be some asinine whatever that developers are going to have to do to make their products compatible. I say 2028, whatever it is, 2030, 2019, the year 5000, whatever.
28.99.
Yeah, 28.99, 99, 2000, whatever. You know, whenever that drops, there's going to be some, wild out of this world, adjustments that developers are going to have to make in order to make their product more palatable in said platform, and they're going to charge. I mean, that's just and PMDG is not the only one going to do that. You're going to have to. That's not free. Yeah, almost all of them.
It ain't getting any easier, man. It's
heck no.
I mean, depends on who you ask, but
sure.
It's they gonna drop a kite with a GTN 750?
GTN 750, bro. I'm not copping, man. I'm talking about the dollar store kites you used to buy, bro, for like $6. And you got to take the little balsa wood or whatever, get it together. I mean, that wasn't even balsa wood. It was like a little plastic straws and like string them together and a little plastic, get the little string, whatever. Hey, bro, throw a GTN 750, man, and
send it.
I had the cop. Send it, man. Send it. Freaking flightsim and all, bro. Flightsim and all, man. It's like that freaking flightsim, hey, man, like that freaking caravan of flightsim. Oh my gosh, man, I can't DFW. I gotta tell y'all about that.
My man said they got me holding for release.
Why did you? I waited like 20 minutes, bro.
And then he sent another screenshot. And he's still holding short.
It was so bad, bro.
That looked like Van Nuys on a Friday morning, bro.
Massive didn't know what to do, fam. Like, they had that little F&O, wherever it was, bro. I was
I'm the one who told you about it, bro. It was the
fam.
What was it, man? I-90 F&O or something like that.
Like that.
I told you about it so you could fly a jet in there. My man
hell no, bro. We're about to send this caravan in here, man. Like, bump everybody. That's what we're doing.
He pulled up in a caravan talking about, they got me holding for release.
I mean, that's me, man. I like to be, I like to be the oddball, bro. Got to be different, man. Now I'm like, you know what? They're so used to these jets or whatever, because like they'll have like jets. I'm like, let me get this MD-80 in here. You know what I mean? Like I'm just that guy. But I'm like, Black Square released this slapping caravan that no one freaking sends. Let me just send that. Man, I'm fired. But I love the caravan because fired up, bro. I got my clearance, man. I was ready to taxi in like 2 minutes. So that saved me a little bit of time. Yeah, bro. You know how it goes, man. Like, even in your Cirrus, like, it's not like from the time you pick up your clearance till you're ready to taxi, like, the time's not long at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So, for a matter of fact, I think I flew the departure out and then direct. So it wasn't even anything crazy. Yeah. So I went, fired up because again, Black Square, they hit on all cylinders. So, you got to watch your electrical XYZ. So it's not like, hey, let me just fire up my batteries, get everything going, take, 10 minutes or whatever, get my clearance and think I'm going to be cool with my 23 and a half volts to fire up my PT6. No, bro. Let's go ahead and get fired up, get going, get the AC going, pick up my clearance, and let's skedaddle. So, called them up, got my clearance, gave me, tax instructions, no issues, man. And there was like a conga line of jets behind me. I'm like, bro, I know they're about to stack me up, bro. Golly. Because I was hoping to kind of get up, man, because it was already like 9 o'clock at night.
It was late, bro. I was like, because I landed like probably 45 minutes to an hour before you decided to get going on there. I was done with them. And I was like, this guy's about to go fly it now? I'm like, all right, he be in and out. It's a quick jet flight wherever he going. He sent the screenshot of this thing, man, sitting on the line. So they got me holding for release.
Bro, so bad, man.
Like, hold for release? What you in? The freaking Black Square.
Man, so like I pulled up, bro, and like they had just so I forget I forget what point they had me holding like 3-5 left, one of those in DFW, and like so they're having like jet aircraft to take like the either like the full length or
Oh yeah,
the other
like
stuff behind me, yeah.
Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Golf, Foxtrot.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, to get around to me, and man, you were just sitting them, and he was
Everybody's
like,
going around.
and he was like, he finally cleared me. He was man, like, bro, we're gonna need you to make an immediate like right turn, like,
Just
like,
get out.
hey, bro, you rotate, get the hell out of Dodge, basically. So I depart, or whatever, and like, boom, man. Mind you, I mean, like, you're coming up at like 75 knots, some stupid like that.
Mhm.
So like, boom, like we're up, bro. I still got another like 3,000-4,000 foot of runway till I get to the runway's edge, man. So I'm not even doing full length, man. Like we were like beelining out towards Arkansas.
Well, be a right turn over the friggin'
yes, bro.
terminal.
But that's what they wanted because they had aircraft on final behind me. It was awful, dude. It was fun, man. It was bad. I loved it. Because I know they were like, you're pulling their hair out, man. It was freaking hilarious.
Controls like that, man. You get them a test.
Yeah, man, got to because I mean, real world, it happens all the time because you got Southern Express, DFW. They do a lot of routes to Hot Springs, Arkansas, about 2 hour flight in the Caravan, and when you look at it, you guys get an opportunity to pull that flight up on FlightAware. When you see them depart, they're not hitting full length, bro. Like they're like rotate, boom. Hitting that right to the northeast, bro.
Damn.
Out of there, fam. Like, get out of here. Like, literally, like that's, because some of those routings you can kind of look and make sense, as far as the controller's logic. Right. And like when you see like a lot of those Caravan flights, they're either trying to cut them in early to get them in and get them out the way, or cut them out soon and get them the heck out of the, get them the heck out of the way. It's awesome. I love it.
Maybe send some of them. LAX got, I think, a Southern Air 208 that comes.
Yeah, I think they run like a 208 PC-12, and then you got them FedEx ops, you got Mountain Air. Man, all these kind of fly by now operations, bro, going in there, and that's why I don't think to me, and that I guess it's going off the tangent. Screw it, putting heck, I think I got 10 hours in like the Black Square Caravan. I do not think that aircraft gets enough attention in the industry, like at all, bro.
That is?
Because it's slow and it's boring and no one, it's like whatever, but in my opinion, and this is coming from someone who has like actual hours in the aircraft, it's probably one of the most solid solid 208 experiences I've seen in sim. Period, bro. It flies just when you period. Something. Period. Like X-plane. Period. When you look at the aircraft and you imagine how that thing flies, that's exactly how it flies. Really? Like a freaking box truck. Yes. I can you can get you some time in 182, jump into 208 with a few trips around the pattern, you'd be pretty comfortable. And that's by design. I mean, it's literally by design from Cessna. And I mean, the thing's a dog. I mean, it can carry its weight, in terms of useful. But it's a freaking truck. Climbs for crap, but it's tough. Can carry a butt ton of useful. That's why a lot of cargo carriers love it, because you can toss a bunch of crap in it and then freaking send it. Now it's not going to get there quick, but it'll get there. And I'm here for it, man. I'm totally here for it. There's a lot of little small, a lot of small airports you can show love to get in and out of, and it's funny to me how like you didn't see any streams with him, fam. I mean, you may have saw like one or two. No, I didn't see him. If there may have been like one or two streaming it. but it was a mini mic. Like, you know how they do like the little the first, second, third, fourth, fifth
Oh,
looks
it's
or
one of
whatever.
those things. Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah,
don't see. You're right. I don't see
yeah,
any streams on here. QA
yeah,
Pilot, of course, does his thing. He's got
yeah.
almost two
He do
hours
his
on
thing.
of content on this.
Hmm.
He says the most advanced turboprop. Wow.
Now I don't know about advanced. I mean, it's still along the lines like from a turboprop operational perspective. I mean, it's if you've ran black squares, anything black square PT6 driven, it's along the line. It's all of them have been good.
Hmm.
Um, there's some things, and I think you almost kind of do yourself a disservice having the opportunity to be in the real thing and see some of the little quirks and nuances in terms of operational, in terms of operating it. And you don't see that in sim. And it's, kind of throws you off, but it's not because it's, anything wrong. It's just,
Yeah.
the aircraft you're in may have weak battery that day, or it may have been cold, or the gauges may have been sticking. Like for
Right.
example, like typically, a lot of the turboprop aircraft we see, you'll see the NG come up and it comes up smooth, and that doesn't always happen in the real world. A lot of times, the NG come up and kind of stick, and then it just kind of come up.
Really.
Yeah, it's never like what you see in like a 7 or
Mm.
Airbus, something like that. No, dude,
Mm.
heck no, hell no. Especially with like an old clapped out whatever. Hell no, man. Freaking sometimes you'll see like depending. Sometimes you see the NG gauge will come up, whatever. Of course, you gotta have the sound effects in there. I'm kidding, y'all. But you see NG come up, and then kind of come up all the way or whatever. And you just kind of have to watch it, and then it'll hit max motor, and then you kick in your gas or whatever. But yeah, it's some of them, yeah, it's especially fairly new, come up, nice and smooth or whatever. But yeah, so I noticed that, but and there was a couple other things, especially like the first release. The climb performance was a little weird, and I was like, man, this thing's a little. I mean, it's not sporty, but it should be a little more sportier than this. But he did
Right.
fix that, and there's like version 1.0.1, whatever. So I mean, overall, I'm happy with it. I just want to, and not that, not to go off on a tangent, even though I totally meant to go off on a tangent.
That's what we
I
do here,
just
man.
That's totally what we do. Totally what we do, man. But I definitely want to shine some light on that 208, man. It's an absolute solid aircraft. If you are looking for a solid turboprop experience, even the ground handling, it feels good because it's. I think probably the thing I can best describe as far as taxiing the 208, you kind of have to be careful because it does kind of do this on you,
Oh,
when you're
really?
taxiing. Yeah, especially when you got a lot of gas, she'll do that a little bit on you. Um, but I
200 feet
mean,
per minute, full stroke. Charlie said.
man, wide open, bro. It's all giving her all she's got, Captain. But hey, she'll get there, bro. And it's not like you can get above 10 anyway, man. So it's like, hey, go ahead and catch that
That's
5 or
true,
that
man.
7, bro, and keep it moving, man. Keep it moving.
That's true.
But no, man. I mean, she's a solid performing aircraft. I mean, like I said, the ground handling to me was, feels a lot more dynamic. You have that inertia
Mm.
that you get in that, that you would feel in an aircraft of that size. And yeah, I mean, it's just it's just a fun airplane. I even tried the flow version, man.
Where the hell you
Jet
took
A.
that one?
What? No, I said I hadn't even tried it.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
said
that's
you
what I'm
even
saying.
tried it. I'm like,
Because where in the hell would I take it?
yeah.
But Charlie's post, Jet A spitting out the exhaust, you putting so much
Oh.
so much air through it. Wide open, man. Man, bro, you'll torque that thing out, bro, for you. Prop come and slap off, man, by the time you get any kind of performance out of that thing. But there are some modifications that they do to the Caravan. There's an upgraded PT6. I think the box is around like 600 some odd ship horsepower. There's a Garrett variant that's putting out like 870, something stupid like that.
Hmm.
So she's a little more sporty out of the hole. little more fuel efficient. I think that gear with that gear driven because I think it's like a TPE 331 or something like that. I forget, but you guys keep me honest in the chat. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of modifications that folks have done. Their STC, with the Caravan. But like I said, it's just a fun airplane, man. If you guys want to put around, it has GTN 750 in there. If you don't like that, you can do a 530 or 430. Man, I thought you, matter of fact, my man said pick it up. I thought you were gonna pick it up, bro. What happened with that?
Man, see what
Man,
happened
them
was
long hauls got to hitting too hard.
they hit too hard, man. I don't know what it is, man. I've lost the affinity for them local circuit flying, man. It's just like, bro, look. I'll show you right now, man.
Hey, you know what's funny, Mike? Like we couldn't even get today. You. We couldn't even get you on the long haul, bro.
Paperwork, fam. Oh, you can't even see this. Camera. This is legit paperwork. There you go.
Yeah, that's not paperwork, bro. That's a dissertation, fam.
Legit paperwork from my Oceanic today.
Oh my gosh, man!
Oceanic clearance with flightsim and everything, bro.
Like, man, someone call ADP, bro. Man, get my man's hours.
I need a check. I need that check. The ops just hits too different. And again, we've come so far in flightsim where we're able to fly these wide body long haul aircrafts reliably. Back in the day, bro, you had to hope you get a CTD, just leaving Shannon's airspace or in the middle of the Pacific or Atlantic, bro. But
or on approach,
after 12 hours.
Man, I'm not simming for the next 2 days, man. When I get
I've had those days, bro. I'm just like, I'm putting this down a week.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done. Knock on wood. I don't have issues. I think I had one thing a couple of months ago, and before that, another 6 months. Like it just works now, which is a testament to how far we've come and how reliable these developers continue to be.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So again, shout out to our good friend over there at Black Square. Heck of an aircraft. I mean, this guy, man, he'll do like a couple of aircraft a year. I guess it's nuts.
He just drops them.
It's nuts because I think he did like last year he did the Duke and then he did the Starship, and he did got the Caravan out, and like Laura, I think he's working on a Commander, if I'm not mistaken. Which, oh my gosh, man,
you like that thing?
Yeah, yes, bro. There used to be one at the flight school I went to. There used to be.
I've been looking at one of them.
An air ambulance company, and they operated Lear 35s and Commanders. So we heard those Garretts, man, fire up. Oh, dude, you'll be in the 172, bro, idling. Like idling, no headphones on, bro, and you'll still hear that Commander coming through, bro. It's oh man, I don't know. It just looked cool to me. I don't know. Something about the Commander looks cool. That's a very quirky aircraft, which I'm your guy. But it's I don't know, man. I can't wait. And it's truth be told, guys, let's just be honest, man. I love to see diversity in the airports. I just love it. We have gotten to, in my opinion, I think we have gotten to a point of stagnation with, a lot of these aircraft, because we all know unpopular aircraft don't sell. We get that. But the problem is it creates an ecosystem of the same type of aircraft, especially if you go into flightsim, you'll see like 1 or 2 aircraft variants and that's it. Man, give me a Metro out there. Give me a MU2 out there, which I think there is a MU2 for 2024 now, so that's cool. I think who did it? Who did it? I think Any Bills did it, actually, believe it or not. I think they did it.
Golf 6. I just had to pop on flightsim because you said that, and I'm looking at the variants of aircraft. Somebody has a Golf 6. Where do you get that from?
Gulfstream 6?
Yeah.
That gotta be on. They must be on the X-plane.
There's a Gulfstream in X-plane?
AKD. Oh my Lord,
Like solid or like
Lord have mercy.
no way, bro.
Y'all, y'all, come get Mike. Y'all come
No
get him.
way.
Come get him. Come get him. Did you miss all of my posts? Oh my gosh.
I probably
Y'all,
did, bro, because it
y'all.
probably started with X.
My man Chet slapped out like, nah, I'm good.
Oh,
Nah, I'm
man.
good. Man, hold on.
Oh, here it is.
AKD. Did you look it up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not, it's, believe it or not, man. Now it doesn't have like the texture awesomeness that we're accustomed
Yeah,
to,
nah, bro. This
but
is
it's yeah,
I ain't going.
it's pretty solid, man. You can even add the Starlink antenna to it, because a lot of aircraft
Really?
are on Starlink now, which yeah,
Mm-hmm.
folks are like, I'm going over. What's that limit now they got on, man? Folks were freaking
Oh
out.
my gosh, my aviation forums are blowing up.
Woo!
People
Oh my
flying
gosh.
$1 million aircrafts crying about $200 a month.
Crying,
Give me a break,
bro.
bro.
Crying. Let me see here. Uh, let's see. Yes, so they have two plans now. So they have a 300-mile-an-hour plan and a 450-mile-an-hour plan for Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And what's
mind
the
you, if
300
you're
mile an
in
hour?
anything, I mean, let me look directly at the family. If y'all are in anything going over 300 and some miles an hour, you can afford the freaking 300
I'm
mile an hour
saying,
Starlink.
bro.
All
Like,
I'm saying,
what are
bro.
we talking about?
All I'm saying, like, just like yours, my groups were blown up,
It's mine too. It's
blown up.
20 gigabyte data for 250 a
Oh my
month.
gosh, we have to pay extra. Now what am I gonna do with my Eclipse? How are we gonna have our streaming services? Oh my gosh, my Phenom is gonna be dead in the water. I can't. Oh my gosh. Shut up. No one wants to hear that right now. We're in 2026 now. Folks in the Strugglesville, barbecue chicken, y'all. No one's trying to hear that right now. Like, no.
Listen, man, the amount of Jet A and 100 low lead you got out there sending, I don't want to hear it.
Catering,
It's
all that,
not
man.
that
My man just
serious,
paid
man.
$2,000 in catering, 15 grand to get the aircraft detail. But
Crying
man,
about
we're like
200
crying
bucks.
about, man. All right. Woo. Anyway, I
Crime poverty.
had to
You got to do more than that to get me to feel bad for you, bro. I'm sorry.
Strugglesville, man. It's like, my lord, man. I mean, how am I going to send my Vision Jet, Mike? When I got to pay all these extra costs, when I got to give Elon all this extra money, I just don't get it.
All this extra.
Like like how are my kids going to stream Netflix on our trip to Cabo when I have to pay this extra money to start? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Shambles.
I'm in shambles. I'm vexed right now. I'm vexed. That was quick. We're gonna cease
Oh,
and desist,
man.
man, for these people.
Hey, they made fun of me on that podcast.
That's exactly what they'll say, man, on certain papers. Like, they made fun of me on this podcast. Hey,
I
if they're
felt
tripping about
offended.
Starlink, bro, hey, man, they know, they're coming for us, man, with that season. Oh my gosh. Man, let me quit. But anywho, so yeah, it's been a lot of other releases, right, as it relates to Flight Sim 2024 that no one's talking about. Maybe, I don't know, because you gotta, like, you can't just like press a button and like do anything. I don't know. But so just no any builds. Yep. Any builds just released the Lockheed L1011 on the marketplace, which
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know, man.
yeah. You gotta give
I
us
don't know.
the download now, man. 'Cause that's one
Yeah,
that your
so
boy will never said. So
yeah, man, it was. There's something about the L1011. And this is just historically speaking for my aviation nerdery, that I really appreciate. It was one of those aircraft that I think, in my opinion, and then and again, for the other aficionados out there, definitely, Drop us some feedback in the fan mail and the chat as y'all's thoughts on like what killed the L1011. But I think Rolls Royce played a huge role in the reason why we saw way more DC-10s than we did L1011s, even though when you look at it from a technological standpoint, the L1011 was just miles ahead. I mean, you guys got to look. I mean, the thing was, one of the first aircraft to have fly-by-wire technologies. It was
Hmm.
a lot of some of the technologies that it utilized was the fly-by-wire, precursor. It also had direct lift control, which those DCS guys out there are familiar with it in the F-14. So basically, for those who aren't familiar, direct lift control or DLC,
I was gonna
basically to
say,
make
what is that?
yeah, so basically to make landings like stupidly smooth, Lockheed implemented a direct lift control system on final approach. The aircraft will automatically deploy spoiler panels on the wings to maintain the descent angle, meaning the nose didn't have to rapidly pitch up or pitch down to stay on glide path. So
Huh.
literally, it was all throttle, and it's just like that 3 degree.
Hmm.
Like it was well ahead of its time. Um, So, between the flight control systems and one of the first aircraft to auto land to have auto land functionality, like no one else was doing this, Mike, like during this time. Like a lot of the technologies that Lockheed pioneered um is one of the reasons why we see it in, your Embraers, your Airbuses and all that today. Um of course, it's one. I guess probably one of the most iconic feature is the S duct design, housing the Rolls Royce RB211. So basically, what happened, Mike, if you're not too familiar with it, is you got Lockheed Martin and you got McDonnell Douglas. You had air carriers like American and American United, all those. They're like, hey, we're looking for a long hauler that don't have four engines like 747.
Right.
And Lockheed and McDonnell Douglas like, hey, we got you. So they get in the lab, they're doing their thing. McDonnell Douglas or Douglas Aircraft, they took a unique approach. They're like, hey, we want to keep this simple, boom, third engine in the tailplane, a bunch of unique engine options, and a simple, tried and true flight control system. Nothing special, nothing fancy. Boom, here's your jet. Whereas Lockheed took the approach is like, okay, we're going to be like the Apple of trijets, right? We're about to cram all of the technologies and all of any like we're about to break ground with this aircraft. That's what we want to do. But the problem was, instead of most aircraft having you know different engine options. Let's say you want a Pratt or a GE or Rolls. You got a bunch of different variants there. They went solely with Rolls Royce, and they went all in with Rolls Royce because what Rolls Royce and Lockheed were kind of aligned with the whole we're about to break freaking ground with this thing because they're doing carbon fiber blades for the N1, which no one was doing that, but no one was messing with carbon fiber back then.
They
And we're
just didn't think it was reliable.
well, it took time. Rolls
Hmm.
Royce ran into a lot of engineering challenges with the carbon fiber blades and some other issues. They ran time and ran stupidly over budget to the point to where had it not been for the British government, Rolls Royce almost would have went bankrupt and
Oh
went out
wow,
of
I didn't know
business.
that.
Like it got bad. They went all in on the RB211, and so while they're going through their struggle, while they're in Strugglesville with his engine, Lockheed's sitting here and waiting like, dang, we sure need this engine. And all the while, Douglas has already dropped the DC-10. They're sending them. So if you look at the amount of aircraft, that were manufactured in terms of the DC-10 and Lockheed, and the LT-11. I mean, the DC-10 just blows it out of the water. Why? Because McDonnell Douglas got it out first. So
Interesting.
it wasn't so much of the aircraft, and then there were some issues as well. I think there was a lot of some range issues. Shortly thereafter, Lockheed came out with the Dash 500.
Hmm.
I think Douglas beat him on the range. Like I said, Douglas beat him on the range, so they came with they came out with the Dash 500. And there's some other things, some maintenance costs as well, because you got dealing with the S duct design, because essentially the third engine, or the second engine, if you want to, depending on how you look at it, was sitting kind of, it wasn't in the tail like on the DC-10. It was more kind of in the fuselage, and you kind of had that, as we see, like, around horizontal stabilizer comes down, S ducts, and then boom, like there's the
Yeah.
Rolls Royce there. You got to dig into all that to work on it. So, higher maintenance costs. There's just a lot working against it. Even though, the thing was fancy, you talk to, I don't think there's a person who crewed it out there that didn't like flying the L-1011. There was like, they've said it's an amazing flying airplane, um, technologically advanced, everything was there. It just didn't check all the boxes for the airlines when they wanted all those boxes checked. And
This
that's
is to
what killed
make
it.
money, man. I get it. It makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep. That's what killed it. So, and the
I
Bills
didn't
took
even
on
know any bills was why do I keep disappearing in my freaking background? I didn't know any bills was working on that
your
product.
ghost.
It just just goes to show you, man, like if it ain't something modern, I'm probably not paying attention to it.
Man, and you're not the only one, Mike. I mean,
I had
there
no
was
idea they were
this
working on
was
that.
this was another one where no one really paid attention to it
Streamed
at
or
all.
yeah.
No one really streamed it.
I know XP had a stream on it. I think it
Yeah,
flew a couple
I
of
think
times.
I think your man XP is kind of taking a liking to it, because I think he did like several streams on it
Yeah,
with
he's
it.
done a couple of them, couple
Yeah,
flights.
yeah.
So it's good to see.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. And I mean, there's like a lot of cool features with. I mean, the cabin is extremely spacious, man. It's one of the few aircraft that actually has a lower lounge. If you go in on the lower deck,
A
there's a
lower lounge.
lounge,
Wow.
and in addition to that, near the lower lounge, there's also a set of air stairs as well. I'm not sure if you've seen any of the
I've seen the
screenshots.
photos. Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
It looks nice. Don't get me wrong. It's
Oh
a
man, it's
great looking
phenomenal.
plane, dude. And any bills, as
Phenomenal.
always,
And if
did
you
a
go
great
if you
job.
go towards the rear, of the cabin, there's a ring of lavatories, and all of those doors are functional. You can actually go into those lavatories. I think
Oh,
that's
really?
yeah, it's amazing. Which I have heard passengers. That was one of the gripes that the passengers had, because right just to the engine's like right above that. The
So
second
it's
engine's right above
loud.
that. So stupidly loud right there. But I mean, if you're, man, Mir, hurry up and poop and get out of there. I mean,
It's
what
not
are
there for you to
like,
spend time in there
yeah,
chilling.
like, oh my gosh, this is really loud. Like, get off the pot, dude, and leave. Like, that's
Get
not like,
Hey, man,
why are we sitting there? Like, I'm not
nothing like
there
pooping
to,
next to your buddy.
yeah.
Charlie.
Knock on the next one, like, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, how's it hanging out? Yeah, look to the left. Oh my gosh, man. I can't with you. Charlie, you're supposed to be on PTO, man.
Hey, Charlie, stop encouraging us, bro.
What?
We an hour and 3 minutes in and hit 2 topics. Barbecued, bro.
Oh, barbecue. Barbecue. Jump on the grill, man, because we're all barbecue chicken, bro. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so solid airplane. They just pushed their latest release here, and I think there's only one that's still flying. That's the
Damn,
Stargazer.
man. Any bills make I'm looking at these screenshots again, and it's like any bills makes you just want to buy something you have no
Knowing
intentions on
good and
flying.
dang well, bro, you ain't about to send ish, but
Nothing,
you're
bro.
gonna pick it up, bro, because like,
This
wow, it's
looks
freaking
so
beautiful. That's what they
good.
do, man.
Look how they
Like
did
you look,
the EFB. It looks like
yes, like
it's like
paper
electronic
and
chart paper charts.
yes,
Electronic paper.
yes.
Yeah, like that's
Virtual flight engineer, so it's not like you're on the
wow.
engineers panel and like the circuit breakers work, bro. It's solid, man. Like I
This
send
is
it. It's
freaking
so nostalgic
remarkable.
for me.
And she fast too, you was telling us.
Yeah, oh, dude, phew, 0.83, like she wasn't nothing, like it was nothing,
Damn.
bro. Gone, man, gone. Now navigation's a bit of a challenge, of course. I mean, look at it. I mean, the thing was like, we're in the inertial nav days, right? So,
Yeah, true. Don't
a
come on
lot,
Vatson with no nonsense.
they're going to come with the nonsense, bro. Like, they're going to slide step in with the nonsense, but they a lot of the aircraft operators went so far as to take a 530, a Garmin 530,
And throw it
and
in there and
slap it
just
on that, and that's legit. If you pull up some real world pictures, bro, that's legit what the thing's sitting at. It's like right there.
Let me look at
Hey,
this
we ain't
thing.
got nowhere else to put it. Right there. Yep.
Oh, that's
Like,
crazy. Look
yeah, bro. Hey, bro, you laugh, man. If them folks are paying you $400K, bro, you'll send the
Hey,
snot
you
out of
said
LTL.
I'll make it work, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey, we're RMP fan. We good. We good. My man working them knobs, bro. Fingers getting cramped. Man got carpal tunnel, man, trying to get them knobs together, bro.
You want me to shoot a cat? What?
What? Y'all about the cat and give me this visual. That's what we about. Oh, bro. We ain't got no RNAP Zulu for you, bro. None of that, man. We got
Just try this TWA 2536.
that's all we
Let
got
me
for
know if
you,
you
bro.
want the RNAV Yankee. The RNAV what?
Hey, FO try to turn it down, so try to find it, bro. Man, we're duskies, man. There's no. Hey, bro, that catch is alternate, man. Hey, what's the weather in Cleveland, bro? It says they said it's severe clear out there, man.
I need something with a VOR approach.
Yeah. Hey, y'all got them NDBs left. We don't need one of them NDBs, fellas. Oh my gosh, man! But yeah, it's for the era. It's a solid airplane, man. But truth be told, I think it could have been one of them aircraft. I could have easily seen, FMS probably making its way in there, just like the DC-10, man. They freaking retro.
If it had survived, you mean?
Yeah, if it survived, man, I could have easily seen that getting converted into like a two crew variant, man. They did it with the DC-10. That's what the MD-10 is.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Bro. All they did was set that engineer's panel out, man. Freaking modernized the front end of it, tossed it in there, and kept it pushing, bro. So, it's unfortunate, man. I think it was one of those tragic stories of aircraft development. The one that it seems like the manufacturer that took the path of least resistance won. But it is what it is, man. Airlines.
Sometimes.
Yeah, airlines got to make money, but yeah, so that's been a blast. Let's see, on the X-plane side, I think X-Crafts dropped an update, version 2.1, which I did pick that up.
I did see that come out.
I don't know, I picked it up and I had to party.
I just dropped my bag. Finish that.
No. I picked up the X-Crafts 2.1 update, and have you guys, and as you're listening, I don't know if maybe y'all have had an add-on that have where this has happened to you, but the the aircraft performs worse in terms of
After an
functionality than it
update,
does. Yeah, after an update, it's like, how are we regressing?
that's
I
crazy.
departed. And those of you familiar with ERJ, it's pretty simple. FMS, make sure your nav source is set to FMS, depart, whatever, DO vectors, direct to nav, boom, you're off to the races. Not with that one. Like it was like stayed in VOR mode. I'm like, what's going on here? And it was one of those I legit had to shut the sim off because I couldn't do anything with it. Like it would not go into nav mode. So
Hmm.
sometimes it happens. You're trying to fix one thing, break something else. I don't know, man. It was, and again, that's when it kind of goes back to the whole PMDG argument to where
It's
it
always
works.
solid. I
It's
can't
solid.
remember any sort of catastrophic or close to that, anything near that from PMDG in the
Nope.
10 years I've been flying their products.
Nope.
Not
Nope.
one.
Not one. Mm-mm.
Like
Yeah.
nothing that was
Now, does
supposed
it
to
now
work.
does it not happen? No. I mean,
Of course.
there's a myriad of different hardware configurations out there where
Yeah,
hey man,
certain
I
things
load this
like
thing up
that.
and I CTD. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Hmm.
happens, but from a speaking from a from a broad perspective, you don't you don't hear it a lot to where like a broad spectrum of folks are having issues with their products.
Not at all. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So but yeah, what I mean, like maybe and again that's the beauty of having multiple platforms. Hey, I freaking it took a crap on me, and I just mosey on over to back to
Try
2024 and
something else.
went about my
It's the
business.
same thing too with like just even it's staying in the same platform, being able to have different Airbuses or different Boeings to fly. And
Yeah.
again, we kind of missed it. Like PNDG doesn't have a 737 as working. You're hosed.
Yep. Yep. Hose, man. So, but yeah, that's man, that's really all the thing that's been going on. But I think I know what you're alluding to, Mike. The Flight Sim Studio EJet
Yeah,
dropping
yeah.
update.
They just had another update as well, trying to further improve the V the VNav logic. It just
I I
feels
I seen
I
it,
don't.
man. I was just like, whatever. I was done, bro. It's
Johnny is
whatever.
done with them. Man. I don't understand what the problem is, bro. Like basic freeware aircrafts and products have figured this out. Like what is going
AK,
on?
believe it or not, AKD has a pretty, and of course, we're talking totally different platform.
Mm,
But as much crap folks gives AKD, man, you can get from point A to point B in that thing. That's all I'm saying.
it's just
All I'm saying.
don't get it, and that's another area too where we're just like not a ton of opportunities, or I should say, not a ton of competition out there for regional jets.
Nope.
Aerosoft's got their
Nope.
900, 1000,
Yep.
700 also, I
I think
believe.
FlyFX is also working on an ERJ, but
That's
it
right,
takes
the
time. Yeah.
145 and whatnot. But we're starting to see a lot of these things phase out. Speaking
Yeah,
of
like they're
regional
not
jets, man,
even.
what
I
about
think,
220? I
man, what
just
what, bro? The 240 will be out by the time they get by the time they get the 320
it's
out. I
been like
mean,
4 years, bro.
yeah, I don't know. I do know. I
Gosh,
think any builds is having has a
they're
role
helping
in it
them out,
now.
right? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they're
so
helping them
maybe
out.
we'll see some movement now. But I mean,
Accelerate that, man. Let's go.
yeah,
Even though it's only like two airlines I'd fly. It's JetBlue and Delta ops, but still, you know what I mean?
yeah,
They're
yeah.
running them out there.
Don't Breeze run? Doesn't Breeze send the 220?
They do?
Oh, y'all on Heck, I don't know, man. I don't mess with Breeze
Oh,
like that. Do they?
I didn't think so.
I don't know why Breeze came to mind.
Maybe
It
they
may just
do.
be all EJets. I don't know.
Oh, they do.
Do
Wow.
they? Okay.
I did
Dang, for
not
real, I was
realize
right.
that.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Hey guys, I was right.
As long as Breeze operates 53 of them. What?
God.
Oh, that's right. I do remember seeing these. They sure
Ooh.
do.
Wow. Yeah.
I've never done a
Um.
Breeze ops, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Me neither,
Why
man.
not?
Me neither. Yeah. Breeze. Okay. Yeah. Charlie just confirmed. He's like, yeah, Breeze does.
Charlie eyeing that too, because his old Delta family
Old
runs them.
Delter. Yeah. Yeah. Man, so yeah, hopefully we see one, Mike. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, we'll speaking of which, man, it's so we're talking about all these aircraft, and yeah, we're hitting the mark See, we're hitting the mark, CTV fam. Sorry, we're a little over, but but we we're seeing all these freaking aircraft, that aren't getting the love that they deserve. But we about to get another 350, Mike. Is that correct, sir?
Yes. I'm going to screw this name up, but Rhodium Code, I believe. Rhodium Code is a new studio.
That sounds like a periodic element, bro. Rhodium. Is that? Hold on, let me look at it. Before I
I'm
sound
telling you,
stupid. I
bro. That's what
probably
it
well, it's
says,
too late now. I already
man.
said it, but
The Rhodium Code
Rhodium.
A350 came out of
Rhodium. Hold on.
nowhere. Developer.
Let me guess. I'm gonna drop it on the marketplace or something.
I wish they would. Developing the A350 for Microsoft Flight Sim with the first cinematic trailer set to premiere on May 3rd. So not only did they come out of nowhere, they've scheduled their premiere like 25 days out, bro. So we sit here.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, guys, you all know me. Love the Airbus products, but I just don't understand why we need another 350. And yes, people are out there still complaining about the WASM any builds. I've had one WASM crash in a year. I Y'all need to figure something out. At some point, it's not any builds. Like blow out your folders, reinstall the aircraft, and keep it moving. I've done at this point thousands and thousands and thousands of nautical miles and hundreds of hours in this plane with no issues. So the fact that any builds is causing anxiety for those of you out there, and you guys are using that to say that it makes sense another developer would come on the scene to do this product, just doesn't sit with me. They've done so much. And again, I'm not defending them. It should have launched the way it is today. Performance was horrendous in the beginning, but none of that to me justifies someone else coming out of the woodworks and saying, hey, we got to do another A350 because the one out there is just not good. Now, that said, you guys can tell me I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth because for the last hour, we've talked about competition being good, but not a year later, bro. We've got 350 already that everyone that has already gone out and bought and purchased. And it continues to improve weekly, monthly, whatever it may be. I just don't understand why we need this iteration. But listen, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to watch the reveal or whatever this premiere is. I just don't have a lot of hopes. Like the 350 is a very new product in the world, much less for flight sim. Not everyone can go and come do this correctly and do it justice. So I don't know. I don't know who this developer is, but I don't have, the warm and fuzzies about it, man. So we'll see. It's very similar to those other guys at Vector 787 that's coming out with that. They threw us the nose of that 787 and say, hey, we're a new developer out there doing a Dreamliner. Now, in that case, it sounds like there is some history behind who those developers are and all of them partnering together to do solid products in the past. So I probably have a little bit more faith and hope in that product, especially because the 787 has been out for a while as well. But for this 350 to just come out of nowhere, we got to see.
Listen, y'all. We got to stop this. I'm not going to tell anyone what project they can and cannot take on. I get it. But I want to know what transpired in the discussions that would allude that taking on an A350 project this late in the development stage of a well-established
product
A350 product is a phenomenal move. Again, I'm not going to sit there and tell anyone what they should and shouldn't do. It's none of my business because I'm going to tell you I'm not buying it. I can care less. But how are we? What was missing from you know, I don't even know how to word this. So like, what
It's
were we not getting in the Innovilles generation? The
that we
Innovilles
needed this
generation
one.
that would warrant me wanting to take on. Because I mean, yeah, this is 350, dude. You know those things are going to demand some hours in the code. You know this. You
Mhm.
know this. What were they offering that we felt the consumers deserved that we could provide? Like, what was that? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I don't know, man. Charlie's saying that he's read that they've been working on it for 3 years, so that's a worthwhile caveat. I think that's a little fair. Um, However, Any Builds announced theirs 2 years ago and got it out a year ago. So if you've been working on it for 3 years, you are well behind the competition in that case.
Just a little, man.
Like
Just
what's
a
going
little.
like maybe at some point you should have abandoned ship. I don't know. The other thing I'm waiting for, because we continue to see this in the industry lately, is hey man, they stole our code. They stole our art. They stole I'm waiting for the blow up
We're waiting for that,
and the
know.
emergency podcast that we will need to that will ensue after those
Grow
articles and videos come out, bro. Because I'm telling you that's coming next. I'm looking at these screenshots and I'm like, this thing looks very similar to Any.
I mean, well, that
Now
and it
it's a
is an
350.
airbrush,
They should
bro. It's
all look
all
the
about
same. I
it's
get
all
it.
about two,
I
three ways you can do it. I'm just saying.
I get it,
The
fam.
same,
But
same font, what New Times Roman word the hell they're using, bro. Like same font, color, all that, bro. Them things
it
basic. I'm just saying.
is dark in this screenshot, bro. This thing looks oddly close to Any Bill's product. I'm just
like,
I'm not trying to start no unnecessary rumors.
bro, like
But it just something don't feel right. Hey man, apparently they're here. I may go down the road. They are a small game studio based in California. We're in
oh man, them your
California.
people, bro. You good then? You
It's my
good?
people. Hey, my people. Bro. I wonder where they are, bro. Trailer premiere Sunday, May 3rd at 500 Zulu. I don't know. We gotta see.
Man, okay, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all.
It's gotta
Those
be.
are those of you who are 350 and not 350 like aficionados, and you love the 350. Hey, the more the merrier. I'm here for you. Personally, I could freaking care less. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I just don't care. I mean, like there's like a billion aircraft on the docket that could totally use some love. But hey, if you guys feel, if you guys are what knee deep in this thing, y'all 3 years into it, and hey, y'all think y'all got something, that can rock the world. Hey, more power to you.
And
But
listen,
yeah,
man, we're not saying again. I don't want to make it seem like, hey, Mike, you guys just spent an hour talking about we need competition, we need more developers to do more products. Like, yes, but the timing just feels weird. Charlie says it's true that Anyville's got plenty of money and devs. I get it. So they were able to finish faster, but like, at what point, like, are you now entering sunk cost fallacy? Like, I just, I just hope as we continue to advocate for new developers on the scene, because I think it is needed and definitely worthwhile across the flight sim space. I just hope it's worthwhile. Like I hope they see the returns and the ROI that would justify this 3 year long project for a product that's already been out, a year
my man,
plus and continues to improve
my
weekly.
man with all that, executive jargon. Hey, bro. Um, I mean, best of luck to you. Hope it works out. But I mean, I'm good. I'm just, hey, it is what it is. But
Be over it, bro.
yeah, I'm over it, man. It's just like, gosh, dang it, dude. Like I would have like, I don't know. I guess I would have been like less blown away if it was like another like 320 or something, like 321 or something like that.
That would have made it
Like,
worse, bro. That
but
would have
I'm
made it
like,
worse.
a 350. Gosh, oh my gosh.
At least they
Like,
would only be the second one on the scene, but it just still feels
man, I don't know.
it's not a high density aircraft. Like we don't need that many. I don't know, bro. I don't know. We'll see. More to
Yeah.
come.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm totally cool with the Heat. I'm probably gonna cash for that because but I'm still standing on like All right, dude. All right, cool. Um, like again, I'm not going to tell anyone what they should and shouldn't develop. It's, hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. But
Mhm.
I know me, man. I'm good. And I can hear people now like, yeah, I know, man. That thing drops, Johnny could be like the first one to cop. I just first like I hardly ever really do. I don't do many long hauls. Like I barely send to any Bill Street 50. I don't. Like
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
rarely see you in that thing. You've been in it
Yeah.
probably a handful of times.
Yeah, every now and then I run like mini to Atlanta or something when I feel the itch, and that's that, man. That's about it. And then P&D dropped that 777 and them Freddie routes, man. I'm not worried about no 350. But that's me. But yeah, so looking forward to seeing what that pre-release trailer or whatever comes out. I'm sure we're gonna see like a billion first looks, third looks, second looks, third looks, whatever looks
It's
on that
it's
one.
it's
And
gonna get it's gonna get some folks
yeah,
talking.
yeah, it's gonna get some visibility.
Hopefully
That's no
they're at
doubt about that.
Expo.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man, because I'm really
Love to pick
I
their brain. Gotta
yeah,
understand.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, guys, I mean, heck, you know, uh, again, we'll apologize for running a little bit over on this one. But definitely, we had a lot on our chest. Like a lot came up during the week. I was like, man, we had some strong opinions on. And again, this is all of our opinions. You guys are the ones out there that really moves the market. So
Yep.
vote with your wallets on these things. Do y'all's due diligence. Don't just look at one person and be like, yeah, that guy's an expert. I'm a cop. I'm a cop because I'm spending my $80 because of him. No, don't do that. Go look at multiple sources. Do your homework. I mean, Gemini at Chat GPT at
All of that.
360, all that, bro. All of them. Like, CP30, all them. Um, and before you make these buying decisions, because we all know, man, those coins are at a premium nowadays. So, but yeah, man. Aside from that, I mean, what else you got, Mike?
That's it, man. Well, I'll take it back. I got plenty, but we ain't got time. So we will catch y'all on the next one.
Oh man, awesome. It was funny. It was like I got right here in the ear. Somebody looking outside. I was like, damn,
Damn, rain coming.
yeah, I'm waiting for a Temptation scene or something. But anyway, man, let's get out of here, guys. Again, y'all appreciate for the love.
Hey, no, I lied. Sorry. Yo,
What?
we are not less. We're almost 2 months of Flight Sim Expo. That's crazy.
Ooh,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
That's
So
right.
if you have
That's
not
right.
gotten your tickets yet, please go and do so. We will be there. We're one of the sponsors. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. I know it's been, I think we missed 2. No, these guys missed 2. I missed 1.
Who?
Look at him turn around. But it's the first time in 2 years. Well, the 3 of us will be together there. So looking forward to it.
Yep.
Make sure you get your tickets, get your flights booked, etc. Because these fuel prices are not coming down. But that's a story for another day.
Yep. Ow. Whoa. Oh man. Yeah. I think it's that time, Mike. All right, guys.
Man.
We'll see. Oh man.